I'm working with a contact lens insert to be implanted after cataract surgery because there's this condition that develops after a lot of cataract surgeries. They're called secondary cataracts commonly, and this happens in about 1/3 of patients. The lens is implanted into the patient after surgery, and it slowly releases medication into the eye that targets specifically these cells that are responsible for creating cataracts in the human lens, and in that way prevents the formation of secondary cataracts. I'm really interested in the field of drug delivery because drug delivery gives us a way to treat different diseases and conditions in a way that we couldn't have imagined before. And to me, it's just such a big challenge that I would love to tackle. About like 80–90% of the medication that you put in the form of eye drops is filtered out of your eye. So that's why you have to put on eye drops every like 30 minutes. Eye drops are pretty ineffective. And if the patient isn't like remembering or doesn't have the time to put on eye drops, it's nice that they have this lens that's already releasing the drug without the patient even having to think about it. I joined the project in the phases of testing different doses of drug in the lens, and hopefully by the time that I'm finishing up my PhD, we could be seeing movement towards clinical trials. In a PhD, every day in lab isn't always going to be the best. I think it's always good to remember the end goal and why you're doing it. For me, I think a lot about my family. My grandma has a disorder that makes her eyes extra dry. It's important to think about all those people like my family that I could be helping. So I think this lab at Rowan has been a great fit for me because this sort of research isn't research that's just happening everywhere. And it's really nice that I'm able to have a really close relationship with my advisor, whereas at another university, I might just be working under a postdoc or working in a big group and not really get to talk to my advisor. So at the end of this project, I'm really hoping that these lenses can be commercialized and reduce the incidence of secondary cataract surgery, not just contact lenses, but also eye plugs and anything but eye drops.